OK Google， 我要睡觉了。
你想将闹钟设在什么时候
7点。
？Eric 晚安。
现在日期是3月13号星期日，那我们现在呢就是要来这个 YouTuber 比赛的颁奖典礼，基本上所有参赛者都可以有奖状。如果想知道更详细的一些奖项的话，我会把它现在放在画面上。好了，不要讲那么多废话，我们就先进去颁奖。
I'm drowning in something and I can't come out. Just show me loving. I need loving.
学所有的参赛者的努力跟勇气，然后也看到我们的长官们的辛苦，然后坚持的来办这个这么有意义的活动，让我们的所有的同学可以有机会来发挥他们的创意，还有他们的独特的特性。So I'm very happy to be here and I'm very excited. 让我们先来给大家辛苦的大家一个掌声好吗 ？Congratulations！
我希望我讲英文是 OK 的，因为我讲中文的能力没有到他们讲英文的能力。So what I want to say from my heart, because as sometimes I try to perform too, I know the hardest part is being in front of a camera, being in front of people, and saying what you want to say without feeling scared. I feel nervous just being on stage today, but talking to these kids who have performed who've spoken their minds about these topics, important topics about technology, the future of our environment, the future of our world. These are all important things to talk about.
谢谢。Wonderful, congratulations! Good job.
国中组季军得奖有
22% of Londoners claim that their strands of friendship, at least to some extent, faded away during the course of the lockdown. And then everybody's wearing specs except for me.
恭喜恭喜 congratulations! 来张合照。
国中组季军得奖有
E-learning has really become a new normal in so many students' lives. Were my answers all correct?
Yes.
Can you imagine if you didn't have the internet or a smartphone in your
Congratulations! 来，请校长为我们颁发奖状。恭喜恭喜，张合照。
国中组季军得奖有
Last year, I studied math and biology with a mouse. And that was before school even started.
好，请校长为我们颁发奖状。Congratulations！ 来张合照。
The world was impacted greatly, and our lives haven't been the same since that day.
Save some resources for the future. Think long term.
You see, in the post-pandemic era, because we can't go out normally, we were scrolling Instagram at home, chatting with our friends, and even things like Netflix or television became a very important part of our lives. But most importantly, every time when I need to go out now, I gotta wear a mask.
Hey, where's the mask?
我们的大奖牌。就是你的3色 humor 的这个幽默感。 有没有帮助你来克服那个 preliminary 跟 final 的那个紧张的感觉呢？
Well, I think you gotta need the confidence, and when you have the confidence, you can just kind of be funny in a video, and you can think of some funny things, like whatever you want. And in the finals, when you can like speak fluently, and it gets much more easy, and you won't panic on stage or something.
Thank you, he's so charming. Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you.
Many people experience the fear of death or the terror of losing people they love.
How should we treat that? Are there any ways to deal with negative emotions?
No, it will ruin my life. How do you survive the normal days? Well, we have no choice but to get accustomed to it.
I think it's around 3 to 4 o'clock. Yeah, 3 to 4 o'clock.
Man, you chose the exact time I had. I'm going to have a date with my girlfriend.
What? When do you even have a girlfriend?
Well, didn't I tell you before? Well, I mean, sorry, man. I just can't go ball today with you.
Come on, hey, don't hang up, hey.
好，请副总会长来为我们颁发奖状 ，Congratulations！ 恭喜恭喜，来张合照吧。
普高组亚军得奖有。
But thanks to the development of the internet, we can communicate with friends and relatives online and have meeting together. I think all of us have experienced these. Take my family and myself for example.
好，副总会长麻烦你，谢谢。Good word， 我们来张合照。Wonderful.
Ah, you're finally awake. I want to show you something. As the president said, during the COVID lockdown, we were able to witness the revival of nature. Animals are roaming the streets, and nature is given the opportunity to pause and take a breath. The air is cleaner, the roads are cleaner. Nature is rehabilitating. Nature is thriving in our absence. But what does that have to do with you kidnapping me? Well, you are the president of the world. That show me something.
Ethan Ho, come on to stage, please. Thank you. 好，恭喜 Ethan。那我想要先请，maybe I should say Mr. President， 何总统，不好意思，失礼了。Okay, you're amazing because your video is so dramatic， 然后很有艺术感，它连那个打灯光都是独特的。那我相信你也有把这个独特的 style 跟 flavor 带进你的 final。所以我今天想要问的就是，如果说我们的明年要参加的同学他们在 struggle， 他们想说我要怎么样可以 stand out 有特色，那 what would you say to them?
Well, to stand out in the video, I'd say try to think of something. I mean, it's kind of cliche, but just think of something outside the box. So in this case, it was like kidnapping the president and then asking him to, tell the world about something. So, or maybe you could do, I don't know, a rip off on The Godfather, or just try not to just speak into the camera and say what we should be doing, have a plot, have a storyline. And I think, for the speech competition itself, I think what would make a contestant stand out is first of all, your fluency and definitely your confidence.
When the pandemic is slowing down, working in the office, classes in person, and free access to public places can be resumed.
Overall, it has had a negative impact on humanity. But for the Earth, it is quite the opposite. Before 2020, global pollution was really serious.
I think it is a good way to communicate with yourself. Because of COVID, I got time to think.
It's faster to check out.
and also reduce the exposure to bacteria, because banknotes and coins are covered in bacteria.
谢谢。
To mention, as a consequence of COVID, we all had to stay indoors for an extensive length of time due to government restrictions. However, staying indoors for an extensive length of time can make us feel socially isolated. Some people even lose touch with reality or have an overall decreased mental health. Fortunately, for those who have access to it, we can talk through online media or applications that permit some form of socialization from far distances. Without this, we would slowly begin to suffer in a downward spiral from social isolation.
Okay. Congratulations, Professor. 所以我想要请问一下，就是刚刚我有提到说你在你的 video 里面真的是非常的就是有自信 ，and I felt like I was watching like a professional reporter， 一个记者。那就是当然 self confidence 在这个 competition 里面 so important, right? So can you tell us like how you develop or practice that?
Well, normally I would practice by myself in a mirror, just talking to myself and recording myself and seeing, oh, how well do I do? And then I record it, and then through trial and error, I managed to trim it more and more until I get a perfect result.
Right, so perfect advice. Practice makes perfect, right?
Yep, practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Great, thank you so much.
However, after the outbreak of the COVID-19, I found out that the new way people socialized did affect many areas of our life.
If we need to buy something, we can do online shopping just using our smartphones. However, there are also disadvantages to living a digital.
This could mean a lot for the rest of humanity. We might not even have to go out after meddlers finish up what they're doing. A lot of people might think, well, what about food and what will happen if you try to buy things?
The adoption of mobile payment in the US rose from 29% all the way to 43.2%.
And the variants of the virus slowly move down the Greek alphabet list is very unnerving.
Which makes you kind of wonder, what are they going to do after using all the letters of the Greek alphabet list? Anyways, that's beside the point.
And this is merely a part of the new normal.
This has saved the hedgehog population in Europe that has been continuously declining. Fewer ships have been traveling through the international waterways and oceans, so it has reduced the disruption of marine animals.
好，那现在我们已经从颁奖典礼现场走出来了。那这次第3名的奖品，首先第一个是这个，是一个 ICRT 资料夹，背面还有写哦，它是这个台湾唯一一个英文电台。再来第二个是 ICRT 他们送的一本英文书叫 Bats， 然后再来呢，他们还有送一些这个铅笔，然后还有这个 ICRT 自己家的口罩，然后还有一本这个笔记本。哦，那最后呢？是这个他们一些 DJ 的纪念品哦，对，还有一个是那个 7-Eleven 的1000元购物金。那其实呢，我觉得纵观这些奖品下来，其实重点不是说你拿到什么，而是说你有学到什么经验。所以像这次呢，我就知道说，下次我应该怎么样才可以让自己更好。好，那这应该就到这边了啦。如果喜欢的话，就按赞、点赞、点到留言的放出去。那我们下期再见，拜拜。